We're still on the topic of wide receivers. Time to head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about a veteran who has said he wants to be traded.
Hello there, Browns fan coming from all the way from Los Angeles here. Just a quick question. I'm sure you guys have already heard the news today or earlier today about Deebo Samuel requesting a trade from the 49ers. That's huge news, first of all, but second of all, yeah, just with that being the case, do you think that it would be a real, legitimate possibility if Deebo Samuel were to come here to Cleveland and join our new and growing wide receiver room to join Amari Cooper and Anthony Schwartz and Jakeem Grant and all those other guys to make it a pretty formidable wide receiver room? Just curious about your thoughts on that, if you think that's a real possibility or not. And, yeah, thank you so much.
All right, before we answer that, let's take a look at odds on this. So this is from bookies.com, the odds of where Deebo Samuel ends up week 1 of the season. They say the team that he's with is the favorite, the San Francisco 49ers. Second favorites, Browns and the Colts, ahead of the Cowboys, Panthers, Bears, rest of the field. And it's pretty close between the 49ers and the Browns and the Colts. I think it would be awfully tough to put together a package that's going to pry Deebo Samuel away from the 49ers. I'm all for it if you can find a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Just be the ultimate Swiss Army knife, right? If you just add Deebo Samuel to a running attack that has Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, and then a wide receiving attack that could have Jarvis Landry potentially and Amari Cooper. I mean, come on, right? Like, yeah, who would say no to that? But ultimately, yeah, it probably makes the most sense for him to return to San Francisco, and this is a mutual thing. Look, and the reason he's linked to Cleveland is because he needs a specific type of offense and a specific type of offensive mind to be able to get the most out of him, right? He's not like a DeAndre Hopkins, right, where you can put D-Hop at the X on all 32 teams, and you're going to get D-Hop production, right? Same thing with like a Stephon Diggs or guys like that. Deebo's a little bit of a different case where you have to – it's kind of like what we all kind of thought if Percy Harvin would have stayed healthy, what you could do with Percy Harvin, which is he can play the Percy Harvin role. Now that's evolved into the Deebo Samuel role. It's a little bit different than Percy. Percy did more kickoff returns and more finesse stuff. Deebo does some of that more grindy work there. But it's similar in application, right? You just need somebody to be that Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I would find it hard for him to come to Cleveland. I don't know what kind of package it would take, but I don't doubt anything. I mean, look what Andrew Berry has already locked down on this roster, and you tell me that something isn't possible. I didn't think they were going to be able to lock down the entire core before the start of this season. They've already done that, and they've traded for a different quarterback.
I'm with you.
So nothing's out of question.
And that's probably one of the reasons the Browns are one of the favorites is Vegas is looking at it going, Andrew Berry will find a way to do that if anybody can. It's interesting, though. Samuel wants to be traded because he doesn't want to be that running back solution, wants to be strictly a wide receiver. So that's something to keep in mind. And it wasn't a money thing with the 49ers. They were willing to extend him. So we'll monitor that.